I sat at the small campfire set up away from the bonfire the new boys were sitting around, drinking what some of the humans called a rum ration. They were talking shit about the other races fighting on this mudball. A mudball with no tactical value, except that the new government was against everything the Commonwealth of Stars stood for. The Cadwell are just tiny insects with lizard tails that they drop when they're scared, one private jested. The Greats are too stupid to dodge a blast. They just stand there and then wonder why they're dead, another chimed in, swigging down another beer. They went on for a while, talking the shit as new cannon fodder always does before their first deployment into the jungles of the God's Forsaken Mudball. Then one spoke up on a different species, humans, then more specifically human marines. I stood up and slow-walked my old chitinous self over to their fire. They saw me coming, their multifaceted eyes still bright, and fire reflecting off their freshly molted limbs. "What do you actually know about the humans?" I asked, my voice grating from age. "They come in all sorts of colours, from pale reflective white to the pitch black of the burrow's depths," one of the privates piped up from across the fire. "And they have no defences, no claws, herbivore teeth, and bipedal weak stance." The rest waved their antennae in confirmation. I sighed and sat on the ground, instead of the lounge swings the rest occupied. "Let me tell you a little story from my first tour here, just after my 4th molting." They turned silent and stared at me. I had forgotten that most of them were conscripts, not lifers like me. And I began my tale. I had been here for 3 local months, and had believed them when they said our pulse guns were weatherproof. They aren't. We were on patrol, my squad and my gun jammed. I couldn't clear the jam while standing, so not wanting to be a target, I took to my knees to fix it. As soon as the jam was cleared, I stood, only to find them gone. It was the first time I had felt fear. Alone, jungle. I could feel the enemy's patrol coming. Darkness had come, and I had bedded down in a crevice. Then I heard a branch snap. I grabbed my now empty pulsar and waited for my death. Then I heard a voice, a human language. "Wait." Out of the jungle stepped one of those humans you were talking the shit about. He was big. No, he was huge. He towered over me. He said, "I'm here if they want to tangle. Now there's 2 of us here for them to dodge." I thanked the man, gave him my name, and asked for his. He said his name was Obfuscate. I think the translator had a hiccup. I was about to ask where he was from when the E-boss started flying. That's when I got a good look at him. Huge, muscles like steel tension wires, and eyes lit with the fire of gods. And suddenly, I felt no fear. He gave me a pack for my pulsar, and we fought a sporadic fight all night. I got singed several times by near misses. He never got hit once. I thought at the time they must have been bad shots. When morning came, we took our chance and bolted through the jungle, jumping ditches and wading through swamps. Then we reached the riverbank and things took a shit. We had run right into an ambush. We both dove for cover, and I swear to the gods, the Marine spotted away a bolt with my name on it with his bare hand. Then he charged the line. The human never took a hit. Finally, he led me to the nearest camp and waved goodbye from the jungle's edge, and disappeared into the trees. I reported what had happened, and the sergeant on duty dragged me to a tent and pointed at the corpse of a giant of a human. "That's him. Obfuscate. He's been dead since yesterday." He handed me the Marine's dog tag, said I'd earned it, and left. The children around the bonfire were silent. Some of them twitched their mandibles. One was about to speak when I held up the tag that was dangling from a silver chain around my neck. His name was Obfuscate, spelled Camouflage. And if I ever hear any of you little egg-eaters shit on them humans, I will eat you myself.